Hello and welcome to Let's CSC. This is another video on Git learning. In this video we are going to show you how to configure a remote repository from GitHub to your local machine so that you can push your local code to that remote repository. In the previous video what we have faced is when you are running the command git push, it was showing something like this. Let's see. So in the previous video when we were doing git push, it was showing no configured push destination. That means you are running a git command, that is fine, that is you are doing git push, but where are you pushing? There is no git remote repository configured in this project, so we need to configure. It is also giving us a suggestion of how to configure it. Okay, it is also showing us a suggestion of how to configure it. Okay, so what we will do is we will use our GitHub as our remote repository source. We will just create, we go to our GitHub and your repository. By this I am also showing you how to add and create a new repository in your GitHub project. Okay, so just click on new. It will take you to this page where you want to give your remote repository name. Suppose project, okay, demo. Let's do it demo project. Okay, demo project is available. Now if you want to give some description of your project, you can give it. It is a public or private repository, you can decide upon it. Okay, now you can add a readme file. Guys, what is a readme file? It is basically a file in which you write something about your code, like an explanation of how, if a viewer is watching your code, how will they understand your code, from where they will want to start. You can write all those in your readme file. So let's create one repository. So my repository has been created. Here you can see GitHub is also giving you some suggestion on the commands that you can use. In the previous video I have shown you how to use git init command and why do you use it to initialize the git. You can add a file to your git by like this, commit them. And what is this command? Git branch -m main. Suppose when you are creating a GitHub project, your branch is main, but let's look into our local branch. What is our by default branch? So by default it's not main. So guys, I have created the main branch just now. By default it is always a master branch. Okay, so if you want to, suppose you are in the master branch, let's do it. Git branch, git checkout master. Okay, so I have switched to master branch. Okay, so by default in your local repository, if you are using git, it will be a master branch, and in your GitHub it will be main branch. So your local is in the master branch, your GitHub is in the main branch. So where if you want to push a code, both need to be synchronized. So this command will do what? It will rename your current branch in the local to a main branch so that you can push it using this command. So this command will be used to configure the remote repository in your local machine. Suppose I added this. Now just check like whether the remote repository configuration is alright or not. This command will be used to check whether the remote repository is configured or not. So it is saying this is the repository from which you can fetch, and this is the remote repository from which you can push, to which you can push. Okay, so now if I want to push the content and just do like this, it will show me something like this. The current branch master has no upstream branch. That means you are currently in the master branch. Either rename your current branch to main, or check out to the main branch and then push. Okay, so what I will do is I will simply check out to my main branch. Okay, first of all, if you don't have the main branch, what you can do is git branch main. If you enter this command, this will simply create a new branch called name. By this method I only created the main branch. And okay, so I already have my main branch here, so I will just do git checkout to main, switch to branch main. Now I want to push it, still not happening. Why? We will have to do it git branch to which branch I want to push. We have to mention that git push origin master. Okay, now see. So now you can see the push was successful, the push command was successful. Let's see in our local repository. So just simply reload the page. So here you can see there are two files which has been pushed from the main branch. Now let's see, it is still in the master branch. Okay, now what we will do is simply edit this file. By this I am trying to show you how Git Pull work. This is a new line added from GitHub. Okay, so I want to commit these changes and write as a commit message, added a new file, new line in which file, test2.txt for Git Pull demo. Okay, so by this I am also showing you how to commit a new message in GitHub. Okay, let's save it. And now let's go to again open our local repository and just run the command. First of all, clear the screen, run the command git status first. Okay, so it is still showing we are in the on branch main, git branch main. Okay, so what we need to do is git pull. Let's see if this works or not. Okay, it didn't work out because we haven't mentioned from which branch we want to pull. We want to pull from git. You can do so by running one of the following command: git config pull. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, now let's put. Okay, Control S. Now see, now what happened is, it is now the changes from this file has been pulled. Now let's see the file here. Open the file here and see whether the file. Okay, so the line which I wrote on the GitHub is now available in my local machine. So guys, I hope you understood how the Git Pull works. Okay, so this is for this video, and stay tuned in my channel for the upcoming videos on Git learning. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel, and please motivate me to do this video more often.